Oh, Overture made with Spitfire Audio. Wow, they have instruments from Spitfire Audio. Absolutely yes! If you're a self-taught music producer, finding virtual instruments that won't break the bank is probably one of your struggles. For example, I'd love to buy Nexus, but $6,000 for everything? No thanks! So what if all we needed to produce music was one VST? I don't know you, but I'm curious to see if we can pull this off and save some money. Let's go. Alright, so we're now in Logic Pro, and if you're wondering which VST instrument I chose for today, I chose Arcade by Output. My goal is to make all the instruments and drums with this one, and I will only allow myself to use samples for the effects and stuff like that. So if you don't know Arcade, it is a playable sampler and instrument plugin that contains unlimited sound kits, but what I love about it is that you can select whatever key you want, and the samples will adapt. I'll show you more of what it's capable of during the video, but if you want to use it for yourself, know that you can have a 30-day free trial and 50% off your first paid month with the link in the description. You can also tweak, modify, and manipulate the sounds in order to create whatever goes through your mind, which in my opinion makes it a great resource to stay inspired and stay in the creative flow. So for example, here I chose the Distant Voices Sanctum sound kit. If I play one note, this one, but if I want to change key, I just go here, change the key, and it's adapted. That is great. So every key here plays a different sound that is part of the sound kit. And that's basically how you would make your melody. Then you have some modifiers on the black keys. Then you have a few parameters here every time that you can adapt. So for example, now I like having the pan delay, so I would keep that. Some really cool effects. Then if I want to find another sound kit, I can just go in the browse tab here and I can search by, samples, instruments. I can go guitar maybe. Here I can just preview them. This one's pretty cool. And if you want to start using this one, you just have to download the instrument. Let's say I like this one, I'm just going to download it. And once it's downloaded, I can just play the instrument. This one's pretty cool. Now they organize everything by line, which is basically categories, I would say. So for example, this one, vibrations, inside you have different sound kits. You have bright wow clav, fluffy squares, synthy melodica, and it goes the same for every single one of them. The one you probably heard the most is Distant Voices, I guess. And as you can see inside, there is a lot of sound kits. And it's probably one that I'm gonna use today. So as I was saying, you can search for pretty much any instruments. As you can see, you have piano, keys, guitar, bass, vocal, flute, strings, brass, winds, like really a lot of possibilities. Every time you download a line or a sound kit, it comes here in the tab Your Stuff, which you can see everything that you have. And if there's one that you really like and pretty much use all the time, you can add it to your favorite here. And this way it'll appear here, which is easier to find your favorite stuff. Okay, so I'm first gonna start by trying to get all the instruments that we need. Now, what do we start with? Because I really have no idea right now. So let's see what they have in pianos and keys. Love those drums. Kind of like that. It's like a little mix between lo-fi, hip-hop. That's pretty cool. You know what? This gives me an idea. Because I kind of want to start with the ambience. I like to have like a bed of ambiences for my songs to get inspired. So I'm just gonna play this and then put like a ton of reverb and all to just have like an ambience loop. I'd like to find a pad. Let's bring that here. Just need to time and adapt the BPM. What do we want? Yeah, this is pretty cool. That gives me an idea to get started. Okay, we need reverb and delay on this one. I'll take the Valhalla Supermassive. Okay, let's see what else they have in the category. Oh, that guitar is really cool. We're getting a bit sidetracked because I need to finish my piano, but this guitar is really cool. And I think like it would be a nice little back guitar ambience, you know? I want to have this in the middle of my piano notes. Yeah, something like this so that they play with each other kind of thing. It's a bit more experimental than what I usually do, but it's pretty cool. I like it. Okay, so at first, let's do our drums before. I really like those drums here on the same kit, so. Okay, I think I'm getting there to a rhythm in my head. Boom, boom, boom. Something like that. I really like that kick, seriously. That sound is awesome. Okay, that's pretty cool. I like that rhythm. Okay, I'm gonna copy that 2-bar first, and then making some adjustment on the second so that it's not the exact same. Yeah, I think I like that. I think something like this, like with a good 808 bass, like I think that could be really cool. So I like that. I want the head to be a bit softer, so I'm gonna put a little tiny bit of reverb and maybe some EQ on the top end. Something like this, I think. Okay, let's see what else we can find. Okay, so I want to have more, you know, piano notes, and that's what we were doing at first. So that's what we need to continue doing, because like I have like a 4-bar melody right now. I need at least 8. So let's see, what do they have? Let's check by melody maybe. I need to find piano notes in kind of like the same style so that it matches. Oh, I like that snare. So I'm gonna take it too. I like this chord. I feel like I'm gonna play this. I have an idea. Now I'm gonna bounce that one, and now we have it bounced with our chords, and I can chop this and only use the chords that I want. Yeah, I like this chord progression. Yeah, I think I'm gonna change this piano note to something else. Maybe one of the guitars. That might work better. I think I'm gonna put this in the back. That could be cool, like a little bit of a different stylish instrument. I'm gonna put it very back in the mix. And on the sides. And this is a bit too It needs to have a bit more reverb so that they can link with each other a bit better. I don't dislike that. You know what? I'm thinking maybe a little tape mellify thing would probably help. I don't know why I'm getting this vibe now, but I'm getting inspired. Oh, that's pretty cool. I never know how loud to put the hats because everyone likes them differently. Okay, that reminds me, there was a snare I really liked, so let's try and get this. funny, it's already placed. So you just play one note and that's it. That's pretty cool if you don't really know what to do for rhythm. It's a bit more dark than what I usually do, but it's fun to experiment. I feel like just this is like a great chord progression intro kind of thing, and then boom, like the drums arrives. Because like right now I'm going more for like a beat thing, so it doesn't need to be like super full, whatever. You know what? I need to do something with this. Like just this one, but like louder and like I don't know if I can find, maybe with like shaper box or something we can find something, but I really like this type of intro. Kind of like a transition here, which I think is pretty cool. I really hear like a male rapper on it though. I wanna hear, is there a transition? Nice! There's a transition! I might not have to use FX. Nice! Now I just need to animate the volume so it sounds more like a riser. Something like this. So that is more FX riser. All right, we need a bit more melodic stuff. So let's go back to the distant voices. Oh, male vocal, perfect. Dark. Ooh, there's one. Nah, you know, that reminds me, basically this is sound selection. It is so time consuming, and I've seen so many beginners giving up on some songs because they don't sound good or sound as professional as they wanted to, you know, in like their first songs. And that's because most of the time you give up too soon. Like this is so time consuming to find the right sounds. That's just the way it is. So hopefully you can see that, you know, I'm the same. It's just how it works. All right, so I took a quick break to have breakfast. And while I was copying some files, I went ahead and found some other sounds just because it's too time consuming otherwise. And look at what I found. So I found this nice counter tempo piano. And in the song, it's pretty cool. But I'm gonna do the same as our chord. I'm gonna record it, bounce it, and then chop it off so that I can select the chords and place them wherever I want to. Yeah. I think that works. Okay, that brings in a little bit melodic elements, so I like this. Now, I like our snare, but I feel like it was missing a little bit more attack, transient, like a bit more of an aggressive snare. And I found this one here, that one. And I think it's pretty cool, it works. Yeah, that works better. Because also there's like an added one as well, which adds a little cool rhythm. So I like that. So let's rename it snare and let's put it with the drums. Because here we stay organized. Okay, now I wanted to add a bass and I found this sound here, which is exactly what I wanted, like a bass 808 type of thing. So let's record it. And here, to keep it simple, I'm just following the kick. I'm gonna try and see if it lasts until the snare, and then the snare cuts the bass. Yeah, I like that. That's more bouncy rhythm, I find. I think I'm gonna keep it short here for those ones. Yeah, I think it's pretty cool. That's what I had in my head when doing the kick, so I like it. So I like where it's going right now. We're getting there. Oh, yeah. And you know what? I got this idea like ding, 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 like this like wobbly effect. I want to have it on like the whole track. I think it'd be really, really cool. So let me try and do this. I think I'm just gonna do this manually or maybe with a sidechain. Ding, 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 ding. And then I'll just automate the mix. Maybe something like this actually. Let's go to the stereo output, show output track. This way now we see it here for the people that are on Logic. And here I'm gonna add on the stereo out the shaper box from Cable Guys. Sidechain 1/8. Oh, this I'm gonna automate this for the intro, I tell you. Absolutely. This is gonna be a great way. Yeah. I'm inspired. If you don't know what I mean, just wait for a sec. Bear with me. Yeah, that's what I had in mind. Okay, let's find new ones. This is cool. This is really, really cool. Oh, this is a great transition. This is awesome. I don't even need samples for transition, which I didn't know, to be honest. That is really cool. It really has everything. It's so fun. It does take time, but honestly, after that, you're good. You only need one. Oh, yeah. You know what? I'm gonna animate it as well so it goes from the left to the right. All right, cool. Next. I don't think I want vocal chops in this one. I don't know if there's space for strings in this one. Oh! Overture made with Spitfire Audio. Wow. They have instruments from Spitfire Audio in arcade. This is awesome. Dude, this is awesome. I don't know if it's gonna work here in our song, but wow. This is cool. You don't need to buy Spitfire plugins, you know, VSTs, you have them in arcade. Oh! Dun, 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 dun. I think this is pretty cool. Like kind of like a dark opera symphony, you know, like very dark. I don't know, that's the vibes it gives me. I think it could work. It adds with the tension, I think. Before I forget, let me know in the comments which is your favorite synth, your favorite VST, and which do you think you could do a song with only that one VST? Let me know in the comments. Okay, let's add some strings. I think it can add another depth and kind of like mix a bit of two genres together. I like it. I'm gonna put it like more around, you know, not here. Oh, and you know what? I think... What's the name? Sound Particles Air Music. Yes. It's like it places it in like the stereo field with like a little bit of reverb and all. Like it just makes it placed somewhere else. Oh yeah, and right now I'm trying to add as many elements as possible to build like the thickest loop. And then after that I'll distribute all my elements into like a song with an arrangement. But right now I want a little bit more melodic elements so that I can play with them and add some at some parts, remove some in some parts, just to have like some dynamic contrast, you know? Oh. Man, you can do so much cinematic stuff with this.
3 hours later.
Actually, that reminds me, I need some more Foley stuff for the drums, and stabs might be good in here. It's kind of a blend of multiple genres. Oh yeah, for the chorus, the drop. Absolutely, yes! I have an idea for it. And I just need a big reverb to let it dissolve in the song. Something like that. But that stab is like really dirty. Maybe something like this. Yeah. I forgot the sidechain on the bass. I found this, but I only like the beginning. Like, I'd like to have this for like the verses, basically, while this is going on. So I can like shorten it this way, basically. Just so it gives me more time. So I'm gonna record that. And my idea is to bounce it and then repeat it, kind of thing. Because like if I repeat it this way, I want it to just be like one long sustained note. Okay, still doesn't help with not having a kind of top melody. I want like one last melodic element, and then we're good for the arrangement. I think a flute honestly would work. Dun, 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 dun. I mean, it's cool because like it's a lot of like little elements that play together to make like a beat, which is pretty cool. But what to choose? Maybe the strings should be my melody. I just like this little thing, so... yeah, I want this to be a transition. Okay, so I found a couple more things. My favorite is this little string ambience here. Love that one. Then I added a bit more strings in the lower end. Then I found this little transition reverb thing. And then I just tried to find a bit more drum stuff, so I have like a little Foley and a little rim. Both of them again from a drip pack. And then I found some piano melodies that I think works really well on top of everything. So it's these two. And for now, that gives us this. And so I think that's enough. We have all the elements that we need really to make it a full song. So now I'm just going to do a little quick arrangement and I'll see you right after for the final result. Now, if you want to see in more details how I'm taking a loop into a full song through the arrangement, you can watch this video next. But in the meantime, keep learning and I'll see you in the next one.